Bakri Media.
daawadayaal markale ku soo dhawaada Bakri Media magacaygu waa Xuseen Nuur Xaaji Ali Bakri ayaa barnaamijka idin farsameynaya waxaad ku soo dhawaataan barnaamij gaar ah oo ku saabsan duqa magaalada Toronto Tory oo booqasho ugu yimi Soomaalida isagoo kala hadlayay dhibaatooyinka haysta iyo waxyaabaha ay doonayaan in wax laga qabto waxa xusid mudan in duqa magaalada Tory uu booqday masaajidka halkan aan kala hadlayo Khalid bin Walid ee magaalada Toronto isagoo markaa kormeer ku sameeyay qaabka masaajidku u shaqeeyay waxyaabaha markaa u qabsoomay intii lagu guda jiro cudurkan maaragtay safmarka COVID-19 sidoo kale waxa uu mayorka ama duqa magaalada kala hadlay maamulka masjidka Khalid bin Walid sidii dhalinyarada dhibaatooyinkooda wax looga qaban lahaa oo su'aalo lafteenu aan ka weydiino oo ku saabsan qorshaha magaalada iyo maamulka magaaladuba ay u hayaan dhalinyarada ay dhimanaya gaar ahaan kuwa Soomaalida duqa magaalada waxa uu tilmaamay in barnaamijkaasi ay dadaal badan ku bixinayaan sidoo kalena ay kala shaqeynayaan masjidka Khalid bin Walid oo wada barnaamijyo dhalinyarada lagu badbaadinayo laguna wacyigelinayo.
When we've talked to the moms in particular, because they've been very and some of the people at the mosques and so on, they've told us that what we have to do as much as anything else is to have programs for the kids, culturally sensitive programs that are designed to keep them away from the kind of violent activity. We have to do a lot of public education. We have to keep employment opportunities have been raised with me. I mean, the moms have told me that
markii aan la hadlay hooyooyinka iyo qaar kamid ah dadka masaajidka waxay noo sheegeen in waxa ugu horeeya ay tahay inaan sameeyno barnaamijyo loogu talagalay in dhalinyarada looga weeciyo falalka la xiriira rabshadaha shaqo la'aanta waa mid laga dhawaajiyay waxaa jira dhalinyaro wax bartay oo qalin jabiyay oo aanan helin shaqooyin maxaa yeelay ma helin isku xir la mid ah kuwa ay heleen kuwa kale waa waxyaabaha aan si wada jira hadda uga wada shaqeynayno bulshada waan fahmi karaa hadallada dhammaan hogaamiyaasha oo ay ku jiraan hooyooyinka in bulshada Soomaalidu ay la daala dhacayaan dhibaatadan aanan la aqbali karin qoryaha ee ay dhibanayaasha u yihiin dhalinyarada.
I clearly understand from talking to all the leaders in the community, including the moms in particular, that it's the Somali community has had to bear an absolutely unacceptable burden with all of these young people that have been victims of the gun violence, much disproportionate to the size of the community in the city.
haddaba dadka qaar oo aan la hadalnay oo uu la kulmay duqa magaaladan Toronto Tory ayaa hadaladoodii waxa kamid ahaa
alxamdulillahi rabbil aalamiin wasalaatu wasalaamu ala nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam meerka maanta waana soo booqday mana aha markii ugu horeysay runtii waa markii saddexaad marka runtii uu jecel yahay masaajidka inuu yimaado maxaa yeelay wuxuu ogyahay masaajidku inay tahay meesha asaaska oo community-ga jaaliyadda maaragtay annaguna waa soo dhaweynay waana soo dhaweynayna insha Allah taala su'aalana waa la weydiiyay annaguna waa weydiinay maaragtay waxaana ugu xoog badnaa runtii inuu dhalinyarada oo runtii arinta maanta jaaliyaddeena noogu daran maaragtay inuu wax nagala qabto sidii iyaga wax loo bari lahaa maaragtay xataa waxaan weydiinay meeshaan waxa ku yaala iskuul baa jira iskuulkaas xataa haddii uu nasiin karay maaragtay maxaa yeelay masaajidku male meelo waasic ah oo basketka ay ku ciyaaraan meelo oo maaragtay waaweyn meelo dhalinyarada laakiin haddaan helo iskuul ama meel youth center waxaan isleeyahay runtii dhalinyarada waxba iska bedel lahaa maaragtay muddana runtii jaaliyadda waan u sheegayna inaan helo youth center meel center ah meeshaas muxaadarooyinka lagu siin karaa counseling lagu siin karaa kuwa xataa xabsiyada ka soo baxa waa meel iman karaan marka haddii hadda mayorka arrinkaas aan ka helo alxamdulillah runtii wax weyn bay maaragtay anfacaysaa maaragtay insha Allah kana harimayno insha Allah waana u qoraynaa proposal annagu waxaan ku talagalay inaan annagu isku filaano sida badan dawladdu wax ma weydiisanay maaragtay wixii jaaliyadda iska aruuriso ayaa programmadan lagu wada laakiin hadda runtii isagaaba yiri war waxa waad weydiisan kartaan xaqna waa u leedeen marka insha Allah waan ka shaqeynaa hadda kadib si maaragtay barnaamijyadan iyo kuwa ka sii waaweynba dhaqaale loogu heli lahaa maaragtay waa mahadsantiin
bismillahir rahmaanir rahiim alxamdulillah wasalaatu wasalaamu ala rasuulillah wa ala alihi wasallam mayorka maanta uu soo booqday masaajidka Khalid bin Walid wuxuu dhahay insha Allah taala inaan ila garab galo oo hawshan ila caawiyo diyaar baan u ahay adinka waxa ay soo qortiin waxa damacsan tihiin kharashku muxuu ahaa ku baxayo iyo sida rabtiin ina barnaamijka u wadiin insha Allah taala kadibna waan soo xiriirinaa biidnillah saasan rajaynaa inuu balantiisa oo fiyo biidnillah
waata Axmed barnaamijkan in muddaad wadeen si iskiinaad u wadeen halkuu marayaa arrinta ku saabsan badbaadinta dhalinyarada ee masjidka Khalid bin Waliid uu wado
alxamdulilah barnaamijkan waxaan bilownay 2019 2019 intuu covid ka dhicin alxamdulilah barnaamijka successful buu ahaa aad iyo aad buu u socday dhalinyaro agagaarka Toronto meel kasta ay ku nool yihiin baa imaan jiray 100 ilaa marmar waxaan gaari jiray 200 oo qof alxamdulilah markuu covid dhacayna muxuu ahaa waxaan u bedelnay online baan u bedelnay haddana alxamdulilah marka yani haddan ka soo noqonay waxaan bilownay classes inaan bilowno oo kii hore wuxuu ahaa iska muxaadarooyin iyo yani in muxuu ahaa la xoojiyo diintooda hadda waxaan bilownay inaan barno asaaska diintooda sabti iyo axad walba 5 ilaa iyo 9 p.m. duruus baan wadnaa alxamdulilah
sidoo kale duqa magaalada waxa uu booqday ganacsiyada ee Soomaalida magaalada Toronto isagoo markaa kormeerayay isla markaana qirayay qaabka muhiimka ah iyo gacanta ay Soomaalidu ka geysanayaan horumarada kala duwan ee ka socda magaalada iyo kamid ahaanshahooda ee bulshada ay ku nool magaaladan
Just again, hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. This was a very short notice walkout that Mayor John Tory wanted to do with the community, so that we have some of the youth that would come and explain what really happened today. Because before the mayor got here, he also passed a couple more places that are very important to the community. So I want to say thank you, Mayor John Tory, for coming, and we really appreciate it. A lot of the youth and the fathers and the mothers in the community also took a time to came and say hello and to spend time with you. The first person that I wanted to call out is Faduma Botan. Faduma, and we also have Saeed who's going to translate it in Somali what Faduma says. So I'll have Saeed and Fatuma stand next to each other. You can come over.
Thank you, Duqa, for the amazing introduction. So hi everyone, my name is Faduma Botan and I am part of the Hoya Innovations Administration team. I want to thank everyone for coming out today, and I want to give a special thank you to Mayor John Tory for continuously supporting the Somali community. Today's main objective is a meet and greet with our community, and he began his journey today at Masjid Khalid bin Waliid Mosque, where he met with some of the faith leaders of our community. He then went to Salamahat and did the same, and concluded his visit here at Ister Restaurant. Thank you again, Mayor John Tory, for supporting our community and also entrusting Hoya Innovation Team to escort you today on your walk.
aad iyo aad baan idiin salaamayaa ugu horreyn dhammaantiin dhammaan ka soo qaybgalayaasha madashan qiimaha badan oo ugu horreeya duqa magaalada Toronto Mayor John Tory iyo qaybaha kala duwan ee bulshada Soomaaliyeed ee halkan fadhida waxaan maanta halkan u joognaa soo dhaweynta duqa magaalada Toronto Mayor John Tory oo booqasho gaaban ugu yimid si uu bulshada Soomaaliyeed ula qaato waqti una indha-indheeyo xaaladda ay ku sugan tahay bulshadu meeyarku wuxuu ka soo bilaabay socodkiisa meelaha ay ku xoogan yihiin Soomaalida masaajidka Khalid bin Waliid iyo Salaamahat iyo ugu dambeyn halkan oo maaragtay uu soo gaaray ujeedka ugu weyn oo kulankana waxa weeye inuu maanta bulshada waqti la qaato una tuso bulshada Soomaaliyeed ee Toronto ku nool sida ay qayb muhiim la uga tahay bulshooyinka kale ee ku nool Canada aad iyo aad baan ugu mahad celinaynaa meeyarka iyo ka soo qaybgalayaasha marka waxaan hadda dib ugu celinayaa deeqo si ay maaragtay xafladda inta ka dhiman halka uga sii wado aad iyo aad baan marka labaad iyo mar saddexaadba idinkugu mahad celinaynaa ka soo qaybgalkiina iyo imaanshihiina madashan
Thank you very much. Thank you, Saeed. Thank you very much. And thank you, Fatuma. And we don't have enough time, but I would like to also just say that in the crowd, we have Uruk today. I think Mayor John Tory have been to Uruk today's events, especially the soccer, but also they're here today inviting you in the summer we have the Somali Independent Day Festival here in the Dixon Park. So they will contact you and send you that invitation, and they're right over there. Hi, guys. They said it's okay. I want them to speak, but they said we're sending the invitation, and they'll contact you. Quickly, I want to call out Alasis. Alasis is going to speak for 30 seconds explaining things that are very important in the community. Alasis is also a father and someone who really works closely with the youth, and he's been very supportive in also supporting the walkout.
But yeah, I work for both charitable foundation. They're a funding sponsor for Tridel program, and we usually have programs for youth between the ages 17 to 29 under research in construction and trades. That's what I do, so I'm an employment specialist in that sector. Other than that, I've been working with this community for the past 10 years. Been very involved in mentorship program, education entertainment program as well, and I usually just support all the youth and all the messages as well. That's it.
That's amazing things for the community, so thank you again. Quickly, we're going to move over to halftime. I think halftime came because they're doing amazing things in the community, and I think we have Omar with us. Omar, are you hiding from me? Omar is going to introduce the amazing work he does, especially in the East Mall, West Mall community, down in Etobicoke, South and Central. And thank you for coming. Here you go, Omar.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Omar, and thank you, Duqa, for the introduction. Maybe a quick introduction of myself is I'm a full-time student, business management student at the University of Toronto, and I'm also part of a youth group called the East Mall Steering Committee. And once again, I just want to thank the Mayor John Tory for coming out and really giving an opportunity to connect with members of our community, and especially the young. And as you guys know, Somali youth particularly have layers of disenfranchisement that really that hinder the opportunity for us to really, lead and do some great work. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out here. Thank you for ISTA. Thank you for Mayor John Tory and his office, and Duqa, and Say Somali, and East Mall City Community as we do the work that's really important. And really, it's great to have youth voices elevated and really brought forth to, our leaders and even our own leaders in our own community. So it's really great to be here. And once again, shout out to everybody, okay?
Thank you so much, Omar. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna quickly, we have two more people and then we are wrapping up. We have an amazing, amazing female who does so much for this community, who really, so many students graduate and they ended up in universities and colleges because of her, and we really support education because education means so much to our community. Anod Mohammed, welcome.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Anna Mohammed. I run a school called Acacia International High School. I only know how to talk to young generation, but older generation like you would be a little bit hard for me to say. We help high school kids, little kids. We do tutoring after school, especially our community and also others. I think that's all I could say today. Maybe next time.
You do a lot. You do a lot. I don't know when you sleep. So last but not least, we have an amazing Samira. Samira really helped this setup that you see today, and she has been really phenomenal in putting and making sure that everybody gets seated and everybody really is enjoying being here today. And Samira Mahmoud, welcome, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Samira Mahmoud, and I am the facilitator for the Hoya Innovation Hub. So thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. So the main purpose for the Hoya Innovation Hub is basically to help Somali mothers when it comes to enhancing their social and economic development. With the resources that we provide for them, they end up getting businesses, and also they gain full-time employment, and they also get certifications. So that's basically the work that we do for the Somali Hoyas. So once again, I really want to thank the Mayor John Tory for coming. We really appreciate your time here with us. It's been an honor for you to come and walk here, and we look forward to having you back again. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Samira. Thanks for all the work that you do for the community. Really, we appreciate. I really want to, before I call out Mayor John Tory to say a few words, I want to thank the media. We have some of the Somali community media. I mean, many of you know them, right? Yeah, round of applause, come on. Yay! So we have Ali Bakri, we have Hussein from VOA, we also have Gani, thank you so much. And many of them that couldn't be here, but I know for sure they are rooting for us, and they also would love to say, please come visit the community again. Now, I want to call out Mayor John Tory. Please welcome. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much for welcoming me here. And may I begin by just saying congratulations to all of the organizations that, albeit so briefly, and I know that when they're trying to get through a number, you don't get a chance to do justice to the work that you do. But I'm aware of it, and what I'm going to do is speak very briefly, and then I don't know what kind of time you have, but I have just about a half an hour from now that I have to be on my way to the next event that is at 6 in another part of the city. I want to just stop talking after 3 or 4 minutes and hear from you. And I'd rather hear, more so than questions, although you can ask me a question, I'd rather hear your comments. Because I am aware of the fact, starting from the time that I was early on as mayor, I sat down with a group of the mums, and I thank them so much for their I'll call it their social activism and their policy activism on behalf of the families and on behalf of the Somali Canadian community. And I know that there are a variety of issues, which include, of course, the level of criminal violence that has victimized Somali Canadian young people. It includes problems with gaining employment and having access to the what was a very robust economy here in the city of Toronto. This was one of the fastest growing economies in the world here, and yet the mums and others told me that a lot of the young people that live in this area of the city and in this community just felt they didn't have the access through the kinds of networks that other people might be fortunate enough to have. I would like to hear about the programs for the youth. There are many more now than there were before. I'm proud of the fact that since I've been the mayor and on the police board, we've established a relationship between some of the Somali Canadian mums and the police board so that we can work together on some of the issues that related to policing and areas like that. So all of those things and anything else you want to stand up and comment on, I would just say that if we can get as many people to get a chance to comment as possible, I would benefit more from hearing your comments about how we can make life better for the young people and everybody in the Somali Canadian community. I have had a chance to come to this community for the soccer tournaments and I had a wonderful dinner here actually at the iStar one time with community leaders. I've been to the mosque that I visited today and seen the youth programs that they're operating and so on. But it's hard for people in jobs like mine sometimes to get a feel for whether you really think those things are working. And if they're not, what could we do to do something that's going to be more effective to make sure? The ultimate objective is to make sure that every young person and every adult, but every young person in particular looking forward to the future, has an equal opportunity to do whatever they want to do. And you've probably even heard me repeat on television that I met with some of the moms just before the last election when I was reelected, and they said to me, we did everything that you suggested we should do. We encouraged our kids to stay in school, and they did. We encouraged them to go on to college, and they did. But then after having graduated from college, in many cases, they just couldn't find their way in terms of integrating themselves into what was one of the fastest growing economies in North America. That is a problem, obviously. And it's a problem on both sides because it's a problem for those kids, but it's also a problem for the economy because we need those smart kids to be part of the success of Toronto. And we need the diversity that comes. If you saw now the people that I meet with from around the world to come and invest here, one of the things they look to Toronto as one of the benefits of investing here is the diversity of our population. They want to make sure that their workforce here contains elements of the vast array of people who live here from all over the world. And they want that. I mean, they think it's a desirable thing, which it is. We know that in Toronto. We all know that that's a huge strength of ours, that we have people from all over the world. But if people are left out, then you're not accomplishing that, obviously. For the kids and young people that want that opportunity, or for the people who want to have diversity among their employment base. So I'll stop talking there and just say that one thing I did say earlier on, and I think there's enough people here that I could probably afford to do this. I said what I'd like to do is come back for a tour that was a little less, I mean, today we move from place to place to place, and sometimes it's very ambitious to try and do that in a short time. And I do have another event on the other side of this. I'd like to come back and maybe devote a whole of a day on a weekend, but capped off by a dinner here at the iStar, which we could have all of you come to. I will host it, and so you don't have to worry about paying for it. But it would just be a dinner, yeah. But the last time I came, what I remember is it was a very pleasant dinner with probably 25. So, you know, that's why I want to commit myself to coming back and spending a good period of time actually trying to get some insight into this. And if you can think about it before we come, so that we can actually have the kind of discussion that will lead me away with 4 things that I can do to you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. A community hub is a very tangible one, but there are other things we can do that just involve some alteration to programs we already have. And I'm most interested in knowing that, because we spend a lot of money trying to help people. Governments do, but the city government as well. And sometimes we don't spend it right. Why? Because we just thought, well, the same program we had for those people will be good for these people and for those people, when in fact they have to be maybe very different. And I'm honest enough to say that. So anyway.
We would love to have you here all night long, but the mayor also has to go to another event. I want to say thank you, Mayor. Thank you for really coming and spending time with the community. But before you go, the Easter owners want to give you, I think Hafsa is here. Her mom started this business. And yes, they're giving you a gift. This is the youngest of Easter's children. They also have a business in the yeah. Yes.
Strange hours. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, so but look at that. We can take. How about that?
Yes, that is a great of me. So
you'll see me wearing that, and I'll when I come back, we're gonna come back. And
Please come back, yes, because we are a hub for the community, and we do want to help as much as we can.
An icon's even better than a hub.
I mean, that's what my mom wanted, so, you know.
Thank you so much.
Whatever you guys need, we're here.
Thank you. And I'm going to come visit, and I will host something here for...
Please.
And because I remember how good the food was last time.
Yes, and Mohammed runs the place, by the way. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Mohammed's not here, but he's really put all this together. Thank you, Ovi, who's the manager who set up this whole place. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor John Tory, for coming. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
daawadaal intaas ayaan ku soo gabagabeynaynaa barnaamijkan oo duqa magaalada Toronto uu markaasi ku booqanayay meelo kala duwan oo kamid yahay masjidka Khalid bin Walid ee magaalada Toronto iyo ganacsiyada Soomaalida isagoo markaasi dhageysanayay dhibaatooyinkooda ugana mahad celinayay sida ay qayb laxad uga qaadanayaan horumarada iyo dadaalada kala duwan ee ka socda ee magaalada Toronto. intaan mar kale kulmi doono anigoo Xuseen Nuur Xaaji iyo Ali Bakri Sheekh bin Sheekh iyo dhamaan bahda Bakri Media waxaan kaga tageynaa sidaas iyo nabadgelyo.